Hi, greetings. I've been asked to do a quick video on how I make a torque, or one of the blacksmith bracelets that I do. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take this regular round bar, it's this plain 1018 steel, and I'm going to square it and then taper out the ends, twist it, and then form it around my anvil horn here. Well, you'll see in a minute. And that should be all there is to it. Alright, well, I'm going to fire up the forge and we'll get right going on it. So here we go. We're going to make this a square. Flip it on one side. It's very important to make 90-degree turns so you have a nice sharp square to work with. Alright, steel's too cold, we're going to heat it up and do it all over again. And here we are. We're just about where we want to be. We want to make sure each hammer stroke is the same as much as we can. The last thing we want to do is have a bunch of waves and hammer indents on something that's going to go around somebody's wrist. Alright, that should give us the length that we need. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to straighten it out. Make sure all my hammer marks are clean. There we go. Easy peasy. Alright, see? That makes it nice and straight. Well, I don't care about from here on. That can be bent. I just want this part to be straight. So when I heat it up, I can draw out this into a nice fine point, cut this right here, and then draw that out to a nice fine point. So we'll get right on that. Alright, here we go. I'm just going to take this and we're going. Can you see it? Yeah, you can. We're going to draw this out to a nice square tip. It's going to take a few heats to do it because we want to have a nice fine taper. Anything that goes on my wrist, I know I don't want it to have any sharp contours. So I'm just going to do that out nice and gentle. It's important that I take my time. There we go. Nice gentle hits. You don't want to have a lot of hammer strokes in this to have to correct. Now the idea is to bring this tip down so it's centered along the line of my of the rest of the material for the torque. I got a few hammer strokes I'm going to have to correct, but it's really nothing too bad. I'm just going to leave the blower on. We're just going to bring this out nice and gentle. The good thing about this steel choice is I can hammer it when it's still kind of cold like this, and it's not going to harm the steel at all. The chances of anyone actually breaking this from being on their wrist, I mean, it's just jewelry really, so I don't have to really worry about it too much taking an impact, I hope. I mean, if it was making tools and whatnot, I have to be a lot more careful. But it's starting to go. You can already see that the tip is starting to form nicely. So it shouldn't take too much longer. Alright, this should get our tip done, which is nice. Painless. What I'm doing is just going to get my hammer over this corner of the anvil so you get a nice gentle taper. It's just really nice to work with a flat anvil. I'll show you my other one later maybe. And there we go. That is the tip, and that's just going to curl right around, and we'll be good to go. Right now I'm going to straighten it. And this is where I had it marked before, and you can see we already have about 1.5 inches overlap just from doing that. So I'm going to cut this and draw the tip out similar to that, and we should be ready to start our curl. Then after it's curled, we'll twist it and then we'll form it. Alright, now we're going to cut it. You gotta be careful, this is really hot, so I'm just gonna cut it right here. I'm gonna start with my preliminary cut. I don't want to touch my anvil face with it because that'll mark up my anvil face, and these things are expensive. So, did my first initial cut right here, and then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna reheat it, and I'm gonna finish the rest off on a stump so I don't damage my anvil. This shouldn't take much at all. There we go, I've got my workspace right here. Hit that. A couple good sharp taps. And there we go. Cut right off. And then we're ready to continue our project. Alright, here we are. Just going to draw this tip out. If I can grab hold of these tongs. Let's see here. That's what I want. Already getting a little cold because the stock thinned down a bit. Alright. When it's just a touch too cold, I mean, you can't see it glowing because of the sunlight, but I can. No, this is about the temperature I like to hammer out and smooth out all my hammer marks. So we'll heat it up again. Here we go. Almost there. Just got to bring it out. Won't take too much longer. Give it a nice gradual tip. See, we're already starting to get plenty of steel to make what we need. Alright, come on now. Alright, just about there. Alright, just got to draw it out. This one is a much more gradual taper. This side is just needs a little bit more of a touch-up. Next heat, I'm sure I have it. Come on. There we go. Straighten her out. And that, my friends, looks about right. Yeah, just about right. Let's get some of those hammer marks out while it's still hot enough. Move it slightly, a little bit at a time. Yeah. Alright, I'm happy with that. Straighten it out. There we go. The sides practically identical. A little bit more. I could, you know what? Good enough is not good enough. I want it to be perfect. So hold on. Right, here we go. Get that down. Yeah. There we go. I like that a lot. we go. Alright, so what we're going to do, we have this good and hot. We're going to overlap this anvil by just a smidge. And we're just going to roll it right around. See, we're starting to get semicircle here. We're going to bring it over. Heat it up again. Oh, bring this down. I'm going to hammer it towards me. See, it's starting to get there. We're going to keep rolling it until it's a nice tight. This is only red hot, so it's not really forging temperature, but I'm only bending it. I'm going to hammer it right towards me. See that? There we go. And that should show you what it looks like now. Pretty soon I'm going to have it a little bit tighter. I want to have it roll up around itself and it'll be good. Bring it right to me. Now that I don't mind. I'll leave it right like that, and then when I curl it and stuff, it'll like twist it. It'll be kind of neat. All right. So next, do the other end, and we're good to go. Okay, we're just gonna do the same thing with the other end. Give it a nice, gentle curl. Heat it up, keep going. Come on now, man. Grab on there. There we go. See, that's starting to look like the other side. We're getting it. Just a little bit. Just about the same here. A little bit more of a bonus. Alright, my camera was a little bit wonky last time, but we're going to do some twisting here. Basically, we just grip it and twist it. And I don't have my vise handy, otherwise that's what I would use. Just twist this right around. There we go, half twist. Just like so, half twist. Alright, well the camera died. But that is the kind of twist I want to put on it. I'm going to try and see if I can leave the center portion flat and then just do the outside pieces of it. So it shouldn't hurt or be uncomfortable at all while you're wearing it. Alright, let's get the other side in. Yeah, whew. The camera died on me and it really, I don't know how much it caught, how much it didn't catch. But we'll go from here. Alright, that gets up the heat. I'll bring you right back. Alright, here we are. I'm going to take this, do a half twist all the way around. Here we are. Oh, you missed it, damn it. So you just twisting it all the way around. And then we'll just twist it back halfway the other way by pinching here. So almost there. See, if I bring you up higher, maybe you'll catch it better. I'm not really good at this stuff yet. Here we are. Pinch you right here. Take it, we're going to do an anti-twist. Alright. There you go. Now what I have to do is straighten it, but if I use a metal hammer on it, it's going to bend. So, here's the solution. Wooden mallet will make it so this steel does not deform while I'm straightening it out. There we are. Alright, now it's just a matter of taking it and bending it around the anvil horn. So we're going to heat it up right in the center. You got that? Yeah, right in the center here, and we're just going to bend it around. Here we are. We'll take this and bend this around the anvil horn. Okay, starting to get there. A couple more heats, we'll have it formed. Well, I didn't turn the camera on fast enough, but we got the horseshoe shape. Now we're just going to take it, bend this in just a little bit on each side. And a little bit more here. Okay, pretty much done. Now, just have to hold her straight down here. I'm going to straighten it out with my trusty mallet. There we go. Now, couple more fine tweaks, and that'll be ready for it to be cooled, and then put on my wrist, see if it fits, and we're good to go. Put this down here, flatten it. nice. Bring this down a touch. Yeah. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to heat this up. Where are you? You see it? We're going to heat this up. I'm going to stretch it, quench it, and then put it on my wrist and see what happens. Like this, we're going to squeeze it, pull it apart just a little bit. And I believe we have something there. Here we are. We're about 3/4 done now. Okay, that's still really hot, but we're gonna take it. We're just gonna put it on. Yeah, a little tight. That's much too tight for me. It's cutting off the circulation, but I got it on, so I think this should fit around a 7.5 inch wrist very nicely. Oh wow, that hurts. Let's see if I get it off. Alright, I'm going to get this off, I'm going to polish it up, and I'll bring you right back when I have it polished. Alright, I took some time on the steel brush, and it's kind of shiny now. The idea is not to have it be shiny, but I want to darken it up so the steel brush has a nice texture on it. And so what I'm going to do now is it needs a hot wax treatment. What that means is I'm going to heat this up to about 500 degrees, and I'm going to heat some wax, like beeswax or paraffin wax, or it's more likely a mixture of the two, see, depending on how much I have. I'm going to heat that up to maybe around 300. I'm going to dip this in there, and it's going to burn out, and that'll give it a nice black velvety texture. I don't have any way to record that safely because I kind of have to be on my toes, so you'll miss that part. But this is what it looks like now, and it'll be nice and dark, and maybe I'll take a photo of it and put it in with the video to show you what it looks like after I have the wax treatment done. Anyway, thanks for watching. It's a quick reminder, I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to smithing or anything like that, so don't try to replicate anything I do. It's because I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, take it easy.